Okay, so 2020 hindsight is a fantastic thing. Now, let me explain something very quickly about the Arduino. Now, what I'm running here is an Arduino board, which has a prototyping shield on the top. Now, the prototyping shield is basically just a set of headers that connect to the Arduino board on the bottom. Now, the Arduino board on the bottom has got two ways to be powered. The first one is through the 5 volt DC that comes in through the USB. Now, when this is connected to the computer, obviously you can draw power through the USB and you can run your board, but you are going to be limited by the amount of current that you can draw from the computer. That's why we have the secondary power supply here. Now, this is currently just a plug pack running at about 2 amps, but set to 5 volts. So fundamentally, it allows the board to run at 5 volts, but draw a lot more power. And when you're running a motor, you want to run that motor with a lot more of with a much higher current, which is why I've got the motor plugged directly into the VN and ground here, which fundamentally connect directly to that plug pack. So before, when I ran this sketch describing how disappointed I was with this motor, you know, I was accurate in saying that I was disappointed in how long it took me to get it to work. I couldn't get it to work on like so many different ways. I tried countless different ways. However, this most recent way was the most successful way I'd got it to work, and I was disappointed with the power that it had. I didn't notice that this particular time that I'd gotten it to work, I wasn't actually running power through this external power input. So now I have got power coming through that external power input. Same sketch, same circuitry, nothing has changed here, except I am seeing a drastic change in the amount of torque that I am achieving out of this motor. It is quite difficult to stop. I can get it to skip the odd step here and there, but it is much more powerful. I mean, to the point where I couldn't even demonstrate it using the blue tack and the paper clip. So there we go. I got it to skip a few steps then. You can sort of see it struggling, but it's fighting against me very hard, which is much more impressive. Having said that, it is significantly warmer. So it definitely is drawing a lot more current now than it was before. But as you can see, if I just turn this pot back the other way, much more reliable. Decent speed for a stepper motor, I suppose. I think I'd probably like to see it maybe move 2 or 3 times faster than this. But, you know, she's going alright. So maybe there is a use for it in this project. I still can't really think of one. At that speed, I'd have to gear it up significantly. I'd have to put some kind of a negative ratio on some kind of a gearbox that I'd have to 3D print to make it useful for this project. But, you know, they're maybe not as wasted motors as I was expecting. Anyway, lesson learned.